everyone, it's Kate Kalthoff. Thanks so much for joining me today in this first Fab Friday Facebook Live post at Stamping to Share Facebook page. So I'm just excited that you're here. I'm actually pretty nervous. I actually did my hair, I put lipstick on, I put makeup on. I kind of went nuts because, you know, it's not that often that I show my face on video. I made a huge cup of coffee and then I ended up getting kind of a headache and I'm just like, oh, do I cancel it? No, I just keep drinking more coffee and hope it goes away. So, but we are going to do some fun things today on this live broadcast. We are going to actually create a card, which is going to be super fun. And then we are going to, and actually this card, I think you'll be excited to hear, is going to be a sneak peek into one of the cards we're making at Spring Fling 2017. So this is something that my downline and my customers love. My downline and I actually put this on together for all of our customers. We do this event here in Lino Lakes, Minnesota, and the date is October 18th. And if you'd like to come, I am going to put the link for the registration form because right now we still have early bird registration open. If you miss the early bird registration, which ends on February 22nd, you have one more week to place your registration and get late bird registration. So it's only $5 more, but it's totally worth it to come. You will go home with 24 cards and lunch. You get to have lunch there and you'll get to take a product gift home, and it's just truly lots of fun. So like I said, I'll put the link in my blog post. I'm going to do a blog post this afternoon, and I'll also, well, actually I think the link is already on my Stampin' Up! Facebook page because I had it in the last newsletter, and I always link my newsletters that I send to my customers to my Stampin' Up! Facebook page. So if you're really in a hurry to read all about Spring Fling, you can find that in the latest newsletter that's actually on my page. And so kind of exciting. So let me talk a little bit about, it's so weird to sit down while I'm doing a video. I never sit down while I'm doing videos because I always make my projects standing up. So this is going to be weird for me. But we are going to be working out of the Sale-a-bration catalog. And the Sale-a-bration catalog is where you get an item for every $50 product increment that you place with your Stampin' Up! Order. And the #1 most popular stamp set that we found out about last night in one of the leader groups that I'm in is this one, and it's called Hey Chick. And so you can make some adorable cards with it, and we will be doing just that. The cards that we feature at Spring Fling, there's going to be a lot of birthday cards, but everything that we feature at Spring Fling is either going to be Sale-a-bration items or it's going to be from our occasions catalog. And we do 2 of these huge events a year. One is in the spring to celebrate the occasions catalog, and we highlight everything from the occasions catalog. And one is the Fall Flair event, and we highlight everything out of the holiday catalog. And we do a lot of Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween at that particular event. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm a little nervous to do this because I have to take the camera and set it up on, I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but we are actually going to use my husband's, I don't even know what you call this, it's a level. And I've got my rubber band here to put my phone on, so we're talking pretty rinky-dink, but you know what, I think it's gonna work. I did practice. So let me take this and we're going to flip this around, and we are going to attach this. So let's just get this attached. I'm now putting the rubber band onto the level, and then I can go ahead and make sure that this is just where I want it to be. And there it is. So let me go ahead and we'll start recreating this card. I'm really excited to share this with you because, again, like I said, this is going to be one of our Spring Fling cards. And it's super cute. And we're going to be using watercolor pencils to color the little chick feathers on the head and the tail, and a blender pen. So, and then when you open it up, there's just a little strip of designer series paper here, and then it says have a happy day. So you could really give this card for any occasion. It'll be a great little spring card to send to your friends. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Let me show you the designer series paper that we're using, called Cupcakes and Carousels. It's a 6x6 paper pack, and there's 12 sheets, and you get 4 of each sheet for a total of 48 sheets for $10, which is actually really kind of a deal. These are the perfect size to work for a lot of different projects. And so I'm just flipping through here so you can see them. And we are mostly going to focus on papers that feature the Bermuda Bay color. And so we're going to start with a piece of So Saffron cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and then I've scored it at 4 1/4. And we're just going to fold this along the score line, give that a press, and you are going to be excited to know that I already glued my little strip down on the inside. This is a 1/2 inch strip, also from the Cupcakes and Carousels designer series paper pack. And this is 5 1/4 inch long, and then a 1/2 inch wide. And so let's go ahead and just finish out the inside of this panel. I'm going to use some Stays On jet black ink. And a lot of people wonder why I use Stays On so much. I don't know. I really couldn't even tell you, other than I like it. I've used it for years and I just like it. I think it does a really good job stamping on colored paper. If you'll notice, it just shows up really, really bold and beautiful. And that's one of the things I like about Stays On. And so I tend to grab it. Actually, I'll leave the cover off because I'm going to be using it again. So we are going to need a couple of ovals here because we're going to do our chick. I did pre-cut this so that I wouldn't have to worry about bringing the Big Shot machine into the picture. This is our layering ovals, and we are going to use the 6th largest. So if you start with the smallest and count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're using the 6th largest, and we're going to cut that out with the So Saffron paper. Then, using varied vanilla paper and the straight edge oval, we are going to use the 6th largest straight edge oval. And so again, you start with the littlest oval and just count out to find the 6th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be the 6th one right here. So that's the one we're going to use. And this is the one that we're going to do our stamping on. So let me set this aside. And I'm just so lost because, like I said, I'm totally used to standing when I stamp, and so it just feels so weird to be sitting down. So here we go. We're inking up our chicken, and we're just going to stamp this chick like this. And he just looks so cute. He's just perfect. All right, now we are going to go ahead and layer this onto this So Saffron panel, and I'm going to do that with some snail. And then we'll just center this into the oval, just like so. And then I'm just going to flip it over, burnish the back side, and then that makes sure that this is going to stick really well. Then we're going to take a strip of that designer series paper. It's 2 by 5 1/4 inches, and we're going to attach it to a Very Vanilla panel. This Very Vanilla panel is 4 by 5 1/4. And so let me take these stickers off here. And we are going to use multi-purpose liquid glue to go ahead and attach this. And we're going to bring it flush to the left side and just wiggle that into place. And so basically this just divides our panel in half because it is 4 inches wide and this strip is 2 inches wide. All right, and then we can go ahead and we can attach this panel to the front of our card, which we're going to do just to get some things out of the way here on my desk. And so I will just put this on here just so we can get it out of the way. There's no ribbon wrap, so we don't need to worry about that, which is a really good thing. All right, so we're going to attach it and we're going to set that aside. All right, so let's look at our little chick we've got here, and we are going to start coloring him. So I'm going to start by coloring the legs with Peekaboo Peach marker, and I'm just going to just very lightly go in like this. Just want a touch of color, and then the beak too. And then we're going to take a crumb cake marker and we're going to color in the ground. We just don't want him, you know, standing there in thin air, so we're just going to make a couple of marks here, and that will work for the ground. And now we're going to use our watercolor pencil. This is the Bermuda Bay watercolor pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and just put some color down on his tail. I don't know, I guess they're called tails on a chicken. We're just gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're going to do this really fun burst of feathers here at his head. And you know, there are chickens actually that look like this. I don't know what they're called, but I've seen them when I've gone to the state fair, to county fairs, and they're really cute. They look just as crazy as can be. All right, now all we have to do is take our blender pen, and let me see if I can hold this up to the light. Is it coming in? You can see there's a lot of little gaps in here, and so with the blender pen we can kind of smooth this out and make this look really nice. Oops, I'm kind of going outside of the lines. Like I said, I'm just totally not used to sitting down while I'm stamping, but that's okay. And this is so weird, but I think I just heard my husband come home. He never comes home early. And once you know, because I'm doing a video, he's probably going to pop down here and want to know what's going on. Well, at least I hope it's my husband, because if not, there's an intruder. But I'm guessing it's my husband. All right, so here is this cute little chick. And one more thing we're going to do is we're just going to pull some color away from his head and his tail and just accentuate these little feathers here with our blender pen, because we don't want these to be too bright. And if we just pull a little bit of color away from the other parts of him, it just looks really cute. All right, so there's what he looks like. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip this over. We are going to put on some dimensionals, and we'll get 4 dimensionals on here. Take these off. And then I'm going to set this onto our card. So we're going to set this on so he's about 1/3 of the way down, and give that a little press. And then we'll take our sentiment that says, "Hey Chick," the name of the stamp set, and we'll just put this right here. Whoops, I made a boo-boo. Look at that, I got a little goofball there. Well, you know what? We can fix that. We're just going to put a couple of sequins on there. Just kind of hide that. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to do 2 sequins because it's a big old mess. Have you ever done that? Now, if this were the normal video that I was doing, isn't that funny? You know what I could do? I could just make a whole little goofy circle around here. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to put 3 of them on. So that looks all kind of chunky and fun. And then we're going to take some more of these sequins. And I'm just pulling them off our sequin trim. We have Bermuda Bay sequin trim, and then we have our gold sequin trim. And I just love using this. So we're going to add these to glue dots. I've got my glue dots right here. See, this is the problem with live video. I can't go in and edit, so you get to see all my mistakes. I won't be so perfect anymore, but that's okay, right? You get to see it all in action. So we're going to take one of these gold sequins and put it over here. Lay that on top of the glue dot. And then we're going to take 2 more of these. Boy, I'm having all kinds of trouble here. Here we go. Put this right here. And then 1 more. And set this in right here. All right, so here's our funky little card with all the little extra things around the Hey Chick. In fact, I might even add another one down there just because it will make it look a little more balanced. So don't worry, if you are coming to Spring Fling and you make that same goof up, now you know that it is one of those things that just happens. There we go. We'll put one down here too. All right, he's pretty cute. He turned out good. All right, so now let me show you something really fun. At our very last Stampin' Up! Demonstrator meeting that we had, we always do swaps. And so this card was my swap at the demonstrator meeting. So now I'm going to share the other cards that were swapped and the names of the ladies that were swapping with me. So the very first card that I'm going to share with you is created by Josie Schneider, and it is so cute. It uses one of the Sale-a-bration stamp sets, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Let me just grab this book and I'll look it up because I know where it is. It's on the last page. Oh, it's the Designer Tee. But look how she did this. She used the badge punch, and then can you see this awesome dimension? That's our hexagon folder. And then she stamped the cute little train, and I just love it. And she put a little bit of that silver thread beneath the badge. Looks so cute. And there's the inside. I knew you could. And then look at all those little tiny hearts. Just an adorable card. The next card is also created with the Sale-a-bration set. The theme, actually, of our swap was celebration. So this is a birthday card created by Karen Mack. And she used the Avant-Garden. And then she also, if you look down here below the ribbon, she used the delicate details with all the lace. And so this is also a beautiful card, just blank on the inside. She did use the stitched framelit dies, which are just gorgeous. Then we have a card by Sharon Merritt, super cute little chick card. She just used a marker to color in the bright red and used all this red. Red and crumb cake just looks so striking together. And then she used just a little bit of burlap up here, stapled to the chick. Just something fun. And the next card is one by Kim Lundstrom. And this uses the Designer Series paper here in the background as her celebration item on her card. This is the Carried Away Designer Series paper, and it coordinates with the Lift Me Up bundle. And then she also used that really awesome stamp or framelit set that's called Stitch Shape Framelets. I just love the detail on that with the little stitching all the way around. Okay, the next card is by Dawn Michaels, and it is a thank you card, and I do believe she cut out a little cloud and did some sponging on it to stamp her sentiment, which looks really, really nice. And that also, the thank you, it's the stamp set called So Very Much, and that also is a celebration set. Here's another chick card. This one is by Michelle Rosberg, and she used the Party Animal Designer Series paper here in the background, and it's just really super cute. Great, great birthday card. And then we have kind of a fancy card here from Mary Bellis, and she has something that looks sort of like a pinwheel, but actually what she did is she just cut out some squares, and then she cut them in half. And I'm not really quite sure how she got it so that, oh, I think I know what she did. She flipped it around and she did the big shot twice so she could get these triangles to have this little stitching all the way around. It's a pretty neat card. And this also, I think, is from the Designer Tee. Don't Quit Your Daydream. I love that. And then she used the Falling Petals embossing folder too. There's so much on this card. It's just a really fun one to look at. And let's look at the next one. This is from Faith. And Faith Boston created this card using the Tasty Truck stamp set. That's been another really popular celebration item. She has some cute little cupcakes here in the window, and it says, "Happy birthday, where's the cake?" Very cute. And then to really accentuate the wheels, she added a couple of Bermuda base sequins, which that's just adorable. And then the last swap card that I'm going to share with you is from Shelley Allama, and it's beautiful. It's just elegant. I mean, it took the Hey Chick stamp set to a whole new level, in my opinion. She stamped it on watercolor paper, and I think she did a combination of aqua painters with the markers and with the ink, and just watercolored this in. It's so soft and pretty looking. And she has one of those beautiful doilies on here, and she doubled up some twine like 3 times to make this really adorable little bow, and it's just so cute. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Here's the card that we had done, and I truly appreciate you. And we're going to try to do this on a regular basis on Fridays, so be sure to tune in around 11 o'clock on Fridays for those Fab Friday Facebook Live videos. Have a great day.